Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Spicy Tales. I'm Stacy.
Oh, and I'm Kim. I thought we weren't doing that.
Yeah, we're doing, but I'm saying that like I can do it. We're keeping this on, but
Okay.
I can do it because on the logo I put with Kim and Stacy. That's why I always get, even though I'm introducing and I'm like,
Okay.
I have you say with Kim.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
But we
Okay.
let's chill.
Anyways.
Welcome back. Like I said, don't forget to follow us. Everything on Spicy Tales Podcast on Twitter. Twitter.
Lies.
On TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube.
Yes.
Those are the three social media that we're on. And then also we're on Apple Podcast. We're on Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah.
Just so that I don't forget. And yeah, so before I go into my spicy tale, because it is a spicy tale for sure. Last time we left, it was going to be your birthday, and I was going to Vancouver. So
yes, you were.
let's see how was your birthday?
My birthday was scheduled for the Saturday, the 7th, I believe.
Yeah, it was. Saturday.
So after we left the studio, I got COVID.
Yep. And what were you doing? What were you telling the producer?
Yeah, so before we left, okay. Since I'm going to get called out, here it is. Before we left, me and the producer were chit-chatting about COVID and how he had gotten it and my sister had gotten it. And I was telling him my theory that alcohol stops you from getting COVID. Yeah, that's a terrible theory. It was false. I was wrong. Because I got COVID. You
finally got COVID.
Yep. And it's mad disrespectful to get it 3 years after. Like, the pandemic was a thing for 3 years, and I never got it. And I was out here boosting. You know what? It's my own fault. I got cocky. That's what happened. I got cocky, and I thought I was invincible because I hadn't got it. Then I got it.
You got it.
Yeah. I went to a New Year's Eve party.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
It was a lit party. I had a great time. And then...
But that's the thing. It's like an accumulation of hanging out with the family for the past 2 weeks of Christmas, and then also.
No, I know I got it at that goddamn party because I'm not the only one who got it. Like,
really?
I got it. The Bambi got it. Like, a bunch of people got it. So I know I'm not the only one who... I know that for facts that I got it at that party.
I thought that I also got COVID from you, but I never tested positive. And I was kind of low-key hoping I got it because then I wouldn't have to go into work.
Don't kill me.
But I did use it to not go into work that week because...
That's a fair thing to do.
Because I did have symptoms. I just was not
And we hung out. So...
We literally recorded. So
yeah, I actually was very afraid that I gave it to your boyfriend because before I came here, I smoked a joint with him.
That's what he was saying.
Him.
He was just like, "Oh no, I shared a joint with her." Like,
yeah, I literally
not have given me.
And the worst thing is at first he's like, "Nah, I'm good," and then he's like, whatever, I'll take it."
Yeah,
and I was like, I felt so bad, and then that's why I texted you to see how you guys were feeling.
No, he never actually tested himself. He was just waiting for me to test positive because he didn't have any symptoms at all. So, and I did have some symptoms, but yeah, I tested negative every time. But then I saw, literally, when we came back from the podcast, I think you
I sent you a picture that night.
Yeah. And then I tested myself right away, and it was
24 hours later. I gave it to my brother as well.
Yeah,
my poor brother got it too. I felt really bad. He's like, my throat hurts.
Yeah, you are. When the throat hurts, and my throat was hurting too, so I thought for sure. But
surprisingly, that wasn't one of my symptoms. I didn't have that.
So you weren't losing your voice or anything like that?
Shockingly, and I always lose my voice.
Always lose your voice.
So I didn't. I just had the cold. I was cold, hot, the cough, the headaches. I still am getting these headaches. I get headaches almost every day, but they don't last. They're there for a bit and then they go away.
I have that as well, but I've always
and my sense of smell. But I have a terrible sense of smell to begin with, so we can't chalk that up to COVID.
Don't be blaming COVID for your.
It could just be me, I can't smell for shit. So I think it's because I have good eyesight.
Yeah, you're lucky. I rather have
good eyesight than
be able to smell 100%, but it does affect your taste too.
It does. I guess it does. It's true. So, yeah. It's true. That's very true.
But you still enjoy food, so
yeah.
So you didn't end up doing your birthday
that weekend. I did do it. I just moved it 1 one weekend. So instead of doing
And
it
I
that
still
Saturday-
wasn't there.
No, because you were still in
that
yeah,
night.
you were still in Vancouver,
Yeah.
so you missed it. But you sent me a cake, which I was very grateful.
Yeah, I sent you a DQ cake.
She did. I was sitting at home and my mom's like, "There's a cake at the front door," and I'm like, "What do you mean there's a cake at the front door?" And she's like, "There's a cake just sitting there." So I go and get it, and I'm like, right away as soon as I saw it, it was in my favorite color writing. I'm like, "This is from Stacy."
Yeah.
Like I knew right away. I was like, "That's from Stacy." Like no one else.
It's funny
would send
because
me a cake
I
like
talked
that.
to you earlier that day, and because I was in Vancouver the whole time I was like between Ottawa time and Vancouver time, which is the worst. But when I was talking to you in the morning, for some odd reason, I thought it was before I called you. I thought it was earlier in Ottawa,
Oh,
but it's
well, yeah.
later in Ottawa. So I was just like, oh wait, I'm not gonna call her yet because it's 8 p.m. I mean, it's 8 a.m. in Vancouver, and I thought it was 5 a.m., but really it was
The other way around.
11 a.m. Yeah, it was 11 a.m.
And it was 8 a.m.
So I was
where you
like,
were.
fuck, I actually like called you late. But yeah, and then I called you because I wanted to make sure that you were home so that because they didn't message you, they didn't knock the door, and the cake was just outside, and thank God it was winter time.
So the cake was fine. The only thing
yeah.
that would have sucked is if one of the kids in the neighborhood would have taken the cake. Those
Right?
fucking assholes.
Yeah. So you went to Savannah. I heard it's
Yes.
a nice
It's really
place.
nice.
It's really
It's
expensive.
very expensive.
Did you like the drinks? Because are they
I honestly-
fancy drinks? Did you get anything?
No, I drink wine. I don't like to mix drink, although Kayla kept feeding me fucking tequila shots the whole night.
What kind?
Casamigos.
Of course.
And
what wine
like
were you having?
what?
No.
Yeah, I was having Pinot
Yeah.
Grigio.
Yeah.
And she kept so I had like maybe 4 wines. She sent me like 6 tequila shots, and she didn't really ask. They just appeared in front of me.
Yeah, that's how
so
it is
like
on your birthday.
every time I'm just like look down and there's just a shot there, and I'm like, God damn it! Like,
And
but
you know
like
when it's your
obviously
birthday,
I
you
did
have
it.
to- exactly.
Like I'm not gonna say no. It's my birthday. Like what was I supposed to say? No, thank you. Like
Yep.
no, I took the shot.
And
I didn't puke.
Were you hungover the next day?
No, I actually wasn't. I felt great the next day.
That's 33. I guess I can look forward to 30.
No, I mean I did eat and I drank a lot of water.
What did
like,
you have at the restaurant?
I think I had a steak and potatoes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And like it was like what's it called? What's that green stuff? Pesto. Like pesto parmesan potatoes and like a steak and a lot of wine. Oh, and we also got they have like these pork belly burnt ends or something like that.
Sure.
We got that as an appetizer.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good time though. Nice place, really nice. I really liked it. Yeah.
I
We did miss out.
even my friends went, you said the next day or the day before, and
Yeah.
and then
Yeah, they did.
I missed that too. So I'm clearly not supposed to go to Savannah for some reason. But good for you. I'm happy you had a good birthday. You went out, and people can see your face on
I know,
the
I
YouTube
forgot.
channels. Don't forget to check out the YouTube channel.
I forgot.
Anyways, so I'm gonna go into my spicy tale.
I was being shady.
And
got caught in 4K. My bad.
so this happened the first summer of the pandemic, 2020. Good old days, you know.
Early pandemic days. Good old days.
So me and my friends booked a cottage in July, and I invited the guy that I was seeing at the time, who is my boyfriend now. And it was a really nice condo. It was in Quebec. I think it was like near Tremblant or something. And it's one of those condos that, I mean, not, I don't know why I keep calling it a condo. A cottage. It was like really high. Like, you know those houses that are really high? Like there's no basement.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
just like
yeah,
straight.
yeah. I know
you
exactly.
Walk in, you're on the first floor.
Like
That's the bottom floor.
Like what's his face's old house?
Luigi's?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
And then they were all attached, so there was a bunch of cottages beside us. And beside us there was a whole like party of people. And I actually knew one of the guys. It was, Pamela. We went to
to camp with.
Patro with.
Yes.
Her younger brother Michael.
Oh, I don't know why I thought it was someone else, but yeah.
Yeah, he was there. So I was just like, oh, I saw him come in and I was like, oh, hey, whatever. So then they're like, yeah, like come anytime, whatever. They're like partying hard. Meanwhile,
course.
like, because they're like 3 years younger than me, I
Oh
think.
yeah, so they're definitely going
Yeah,
hard.
they're going
Okay.
hard. This is the first summer of the pandemic. And then I was with like my regular friends
Yeah.
and their boyfriends. And then Shane came and like one of Diana's friends came. Um, and then during the night when we were like playing games on the balcony, the people on the other side of the balcony in the other house were just like, oh, come whenever you want to. And we're like, okay, fine, maybe we'll go.
You went?
So me and my boyfriend were like, okay, let's just go. It was like late at night and like the night was coming to an end on our side. So we're just like, oh, let's go party on the other side. And also it was just fun because I was just seeing him at the time and I just wanted to do like adventures with him. So then we go to the other side and there's a bunch of people everywhere. Like this place is over max capacity. There's so many people.
Like the fire
I wish-
marshal would be
I
kicking
wish
people
I
out.
went to
Alright.
parties like this when I was in high school and stuff, but I never, because I always preferred like a house
'Cause our
party
mother would
over.
never allow that. You're
Yeah,
not going nowhere. With
They're
our
just like,
mom.
you know, that group of friends that has like a lot of friends, like they're a huge group.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, it was one of those. So then, mom's calling me. Okay.
Of course.
So then, yeah, so like they're getting us drinks, whatever, really friendly. And then there's this one girl and she's talking to my boyfriend who I was seeing at the time. And she's like, oh yeah, like I recognize you. And already I'm like kind of like giving her looks like, why does she recognize you? And at this time, I only knew him for less than 2 months at the time.
So you couldn't show your crazy.
So I was just like, okay, like let me just
had to keep crazy
reading.
under wraps.
Let me
you know?
just read the situation. Because he's not my boyfriend. I can't be crazy.
Yeah, facts.
So she's just like, yeah, like I've met you before. No, I recognize you. And then so basically when I was talking to my boyfriend, he was telling me how, yeah, like we matched on a dating app and then we exchanged Snapchats, but we've never met before. And I was like, oh, okay. So like she was just meeting him and then she sees me, whatever. She's really nice, black girl, like petite. And then all of a sudden she's like, I don't know if she said this before or after, but she's like, we should have a threesome. And I was like, wow, like I've never been offered a threesome ever in my life. I know, I was shocked. And I was just like, what? And then she's just like, yeah, like you're beautiful. Like, look at him. He's so good looking. Like, and this girl is cute. Like, I was just like so shocked that she was asking me this. I'm looking at my boyfriend who I'm seeing at the time, and he's just like, obviously he's down. Like he wasn't like saying like, yeah, but he was very down
like,
for the situation.
If you're down, I'm
exactly.
down. Yeah,
like he was really just,
that shit.
If you say yes, it's yes. If you say no, it's no. And then so she took me to the dance floor. So then he was just chilling with the people in the house. She took me to the dance floor. This girl was dancing with me. She was like holding me.
Trying to work you up.
And then I was just like looking at my boyfriend and I'm just like, I looked scared, okay?
She's like, help me.
I'm like, I don't know why I was like nervous. I was like, this is almost uncomfortable because I've never been in this situation before.
Yeah.
And then finally I was just like, yeah, no, it's okay. Like, I don't think I'm
not today, Satan.
Basically, not today.
And you're not gonna come here with that.
When I left with my boyfriend, he was just like, "Isn't that crazy?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's nuts. I've never been offered a threesome." And he's just like obviously I would have been down.
Of course.
And
he's like,
yeah,
guy.
I told the people that we were staying at the cottage with the next day, and they were shocked. Like the boyfriends were like, "Oh, I want to go. Let's go to the other side." And obviously the girlfriends were like, don't fucking talk to me.
No, like seriously, like Diana of all people, stop. Like, do you want to get left? Because you'll get left. Like, you ain't going nowhere, sir.
But I'm honestly like honored that someone offered to be in a threesome.
Good for you.
Yeah. And I was just like, I've never been in a threesome, and I can't say if I will ever be in a threesome ever, because who knows?
And be a hard no for me.
But I was just like, at this point of our relationship, you're not even my boyfriend. How are we gonna go into possibly being in a
it's
relationship?
hard to go
and now
into
you think
that
I'm this
after
girl that does threesomes. I don't do threesomes.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm sorry.
That's a fair, like...
So I didn't want him to think like the sky
that's
is the
kind of
limit now. And
it's not.
yeah,
You're not gonna start things off
no,
like that. Like, that's for
we're
sure.
not crazy like that.
That's fair. I feel like I would probably feel the same way. I'm not... I mean, not that I don't think that, like, girls are pretty. I'm just not attracted to women in that way, so...
Yeah, but they are attractive. Like,
yeah, they are. Like, I can
see. And if I were to see Rihanna in person, like, that's the one. Like, threesome,
ASAP Rocky, hide your baby moms because she coming for her.
Yeah,
hide your sisters, hide your wife, hide Rihanna. Stacey's coming.
Exactly. But yeah, that's my spicy tales. So I put. Actually, what do you want to talk about? Because there's a lot of things on this list.
Well, I'd like to talk about the bridesmaid stuff.
Yeah, let's talk about the bride.
Number one, shout out to our cousin who's getting married September 23rd,
Shout
2023.
out.
Shout out to Taina. You know, like, so happy for her. Her husband-to-be is literally, like, the nicest guy ever. Shout out to Michael. He's great. Like,
shout out to Michael, the Jamaican man from Toronto, but he's actually a good, solid man.
So we met an Anomaly. Our cousin's freaking fiance is like the nicest Jamaican guy that is loyal and not
Amanda.
Here. Not out here. Let's just leave it like that. He's not out here in these streets, you know? No. Like, he comes home after work kind of guy, you know? And it's like they're getting married, so my sister and I are going to be bridesmaids together, which is going to be really fun because that's never happened. Yeah. First of all, before we continue, I just want to say, so when we had our meeting, we had a first meeting for the bridesmaids.
Yep.
And my cousin had the audacity to try to tell us that she wanted to do her bachelorette in Buffalo. Okay? Buffalo, New York. Where
she got it from.
Let me tell you something. There's never a time in the world that someone's like, you know where on my bucket list that I really would
bachelorette party.
Bachelorette. Let's fucking rage.
That's where you want to go.
Let's go to Buffalo.
Yeah.
I was like,
that's a no.
We might as well just stay in Toronto.
Yeah. Or Montreal.
No, ma'am. Even Ottawa. I'd rather stay here.
No, I'd rather go to Buffalo.
I would rather stay here because if I'm going to... Why would I waste money to go to Buffalo, New York?
It's just the spending money part. Yes, 100%.
I don't mind the spending money. But if I'm going to spend money, I want to enjoy where I'm spending my money.
Let's go to New York City.
No, but she said Buffalo.
Yeah, she was.
And I was like, you wildin' out. Anyways. Yeah, that's all I could say.
She's having these, we're having MS team meetings. And I actually had to, you know what's crazy is like, so she gave us these boxes, these bridesmaid boxes. They were really cute. They had our robes. They had a little like cute little treats in there. And on the box, it said something about downloading WhatsApp. Ugh. Completely forgot about that. And then it's funny because like the whole Jamaican thing and like him messaging me back and I'm like, I don't even use WhatsApp like that, whatever. And then all of a sudden I think it was around that time, Taina's just like, yeah, like you need to download WhatsApp. We have a group and you need to be on there.
Oh yeah, she sent it to me and you.
Yeah.
Chat. Yeah, but that was directed to me because I have a passion, like a hatred for WhatsApp. I don't like to use it. I don't like to use it. Anyone who's like, don't message me on WhatsApp, I'm like, red flag.
There's so many other platforms that you can use. But anyways, so we have a bridesmaid group chat on WhatsApp, and then we're having like monthly meetings on MS Teams, and we had our first meeting, and she just talked about like the logistics of her wedding, and I just wanted to know, it's funny because you asked this question and I was happy that you asked it and I didn't, because I didn't know when her wedding is.
Yeah. I was like, I'm sorry, was this put somewhere? Like, should I know when the date is?
And I know people did know. Some people in there
no one
definitely
told me.
knew. But yeah, anyway, so then we found out the date, which is a summer wedding, thank God. Well,
beginning of fall, summer.
Beginning of fall is summer for us. Like, it's still legit.
True.
It's gonna be great outside. And then I just wanted to know when and where the bachelorette party was going to be.
The meeting hadn't even started yet, and Stacey's like, "So, what about the bachelorette?" And she was like, "Okay, well, I have a lot of things I'd like to get through first. We can get to that." I was like, "Let the girl talk. Like, say hello first. Damn."
And
not even everyone was on the call.
Okay, there was one person missing by then.
No, Jen was still missing.
Okay, 2 people.
Yeah,
2 people.
well, you didn't give a damn as long as you knew where that damn bachelorette was. That's all she cared about.
And it's also like pretty. I don't know if you've ever been to a wedding where you choose your dress. Like, she actually is allowing us. Like, she gave us the color, but she's allowing us to choose the dress that we want. So I personally, I like that as the bridesmaid, because then
you pick
whatever
what fits with
budget
your
exactly.
Not the budget. I was talking about like.
Or what? Exactly.
I was talking about body type. He's like my budget. Like, oh damn, all right. I didn't even think about that.
Some brides though would rather like a more uniform look and everyone look the same. But clearly, Taina's just like I know times are hard. She's very
bride I've ever had.
Very easygoing. I love that, because especially to have that many bridesmaids, that many women in a chat.
Yeah, she has what, like 12 brides.
Yeah, and then the groom has 8 groomsmen.
Yeah.
So and if you're wondering how that's gonna work, I think some men are gonna double up on women. And then during the ceremony, for it to look like symmetrical, she's gonna have
some of us are gonna be sitting down.
Bridesmaids sit down.
Yeah,
which we volunteered to sit down because
I
want it to be as easygoing for her. And so far, it seems like her friends are very like easygoing.
Yeah.
They're not like arguing. They're not starting shit and whatever, trying to flex who's a better friend. So far, so good. I mean, we're family, so we're at the top.
Yeah, fair.
So there's not even a need. Like, we've known Taina. We were basically raised as sisters.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. So did we go to the same school as her at one point? All of us in Montreal?
Soleil, yeah.
Marie Soleil? Yeah. That's hilarious.
We have our
picture
of our uniform.
God, yeah.
We went to private school when we lived in Montreal with our cousin. And we have like these pictures from private school where we all have like, I have like these 2 buck teeth because like I was like in first grade. So all my other teeth are gone except for these 2 front ones. And then my cousin has this like big poofy little Afro poof on her head.
Yeah.
And we're
I don't remember my picture.
You have braids like this down. 2 little braids, yeah, with like the little go-go balls in your hair.
Classic.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know. Part of 90s being a black kid in the 90s with those
100%.
go-go balls in your hair, so you know. But we went to the same school. I don't even know if she lived there. I think she just came over all the time.
I'm not sure, but then she lived with us way later when she went to university.
Yeah, when she went to university, she moved in with us.
Were you living? You weren't living.
No, but I did move in at
some point.
At one point, and then Alicia shared a room with me.
Oh my God.
In my tiny little room.
That's one thing I love about Mom so much. Well, one of the things that I love about Mom so much. She's a caregiver. She's like a foster mom. We've
had so many friends that have had to like move into our house. Or, like their home situation wasn't great.
Yep.
And they've come to live at our house. Like, and my mom's always like kept the door open. Like when I moved, I think I was like 22 when this happened, and we moved back home. And Alicia had she was having issues. Like her parents, I don't know, like she had a weird relationship with her parents at the time, and they didn't want her to move in. And she had nowhere to go. And Mom was like, well, no, she's a young lady. We're not going to leave her on the street.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she can come live here. And, like, she wasn't even making a lot of money. And she was like, oh, let me pay you rent. And Mom was like, no, keep your money. Like, stop the madness. I'm not taking your, like, $400. Like, stop.
Please. Anyways, back to Love You, Mom. So then we did... I think we're actually going to go to Caribana 2023.
I know.
I think we're going to... And I've never been to the Toronto Caribana.
I have.
So I'm excited. I've wanted to go for years and years.
I went in 2010.
That's a long time ago.
It was a very traumatic experience for me.
Oh, yeah. Weren't guys like hollering at you?
I almost got taken in a car.
Yeah. And your phone was dead or dying?
My phone was dead, yeah. And I got separated. So I went to Caribana in 2010 with these girls that I'm not really friends with anymore. Except for Mary. Still love her. So we went. I got separated from the group and my phone died. So I couldn't find them, and like we all had meet at the Popeyes by 2 a.m. if we're not all together. Like,
and I know what Popeyes you're talking about
on Yonge Street,
because in 2010 there was only that one
Popeyes. Yeah, so we said we would meet. Whatever. I'm walking in the street trying to find Popeyes. I'm not from Toronto. I know nothing of Toronto. Yeah. Even to this day, I know nothing.
I don't really know much either. Yeah.
First of all, if you left me in Toronto, just R.I.P. to me because I'm not
Okay,
getting out.
obviously,
Like
there's
with no,
GPS and
with no
stuff.
phone and nothing. Like it's over for me. Like
You'll be
it's
fine.
done.
Just go
Anyways,
to Drake's house.
So, anyways, so I'm like walking in the street and I'm like lost. Like at this point, I don't see big lights anymore. Like I'm just like,
were you drunk?
no, I didn't even drink at the time. No, I didn't smoke either. I just didn't see like there was
2010, yeah, damn, that's you.
yeah, like I didn't smoke, I
19?
didn't drink. I was 20. I just didn't drink, I didn't smoke, nothing. Like I wasn't really into smoking and drinking, but I guess I got like off one of the like side streets or something, so I was no longer like in the main section of downtown. And like while I'm walking, there's this like fucking car that passes by, and it's like all these Jamaican men yelling. And they're trying to like get me to come in the car, and he's like holding my hand, pulling me, and this random guy on a bike's like, she said leave her alone.
Oh my
She
God,
said,
thank
no.
God.
And I was
Like there's
oh my-
good guys and there's bad guys.
He brought me to the Popeyes, really nice guy. I found my friends afterwards, but like yeah, I was very.
It's a
traumatic.
lot going on during Carabana. You want to be safe. You want to use the buddy system. I don't know why you weren't with your friends.
Honestly, I think I don't even remember how it happened. Like 1 second we were all together, and the next second I turned around and
that's how it
everyone was gone.
happens.
And I was like, what the fuck just happened? Like, mama?
No phone.
Yeah, like my phone was dead before I even like got separated, so I already knew my phone.
And it's
was...
already tough times. I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but when you're in a highly populated area, your phone reception is trash.
Yeah.
So
like Canada Day in Ottawa,
Day,
there's
oh
no
my
phone
God,
service. You
yeah.
can't like. There's nothing you can do about that.
So like you need to set a time to meet and like just be there.
Well, that's what they said. They were like, if at 2 a.m. or 2:30 or something like that. I don't remember exactly the time, but they're like, if we're not all together, we'll meet
at
here.
Popeyes?
Yeah, because some of the
Nice.
people went to a bar. Somebody else went.
People split up. They're
Yeah, so like
big groups of people.
because we were like a really big group. I think we
Yeah.
were like 6 cars driving up, and we had like the whole floor of the freaking hotel. It was a great
That's
time.
so fun.
It was so much fun.
I want to do now.
There was times where people were just like running down up and down the freaking
That reminds me
hallway of
Quebec
the
City.
hotel. And then we went, and then like on the last day when we were leaving, we went to Canada's Wonderland, which was my first time there. My
wow.
first and
I've
only
never
time there.
been.
It was
I've
the only
never
time I've
been.
ever been.
Did you go on that the time that they
The
have
Goliath.
It's the Goliath?
It was the Goliath. Yeah, I did go on it.
Okay.
I'm not good.
And
with
then
roller
Montreal has
coasters.
the Behemoth. I don't know which one of
Oh,
them.
maybe.
Yeah, I don't.
Maybe I switched
I
them. I don't know which one.
But yeah, it's the biggest ones in each.
All I know is I was terrified, and I had to pretend like I wasn't because I don't want to look like a little bitch.
One time I forced one of my friends, Diana, I forced her to get on the
You're a monster.
Le Monstre. That's not even a
Oh,
bad
yeah, no,
one,
it's not that
but
bad, no.
She was, I don't know if she was hungover or what it was, but she wasn't feeling well. And I was like, you better go on the ride. And she's like, okay. And then she went on the ride. After that, she threw up.
I bet you felt like crap after.
I felt bad.
Oh my God.
I'm like, you're not we didn't come here for you not to get on the rides. I'm
I
sorry.
mean, that is true, but like the
But yeah,
girl
she
said she wasn't feeling well, so you should have left her to just not feel well. in
Yeah,
the
you're right.
corner.
That was too hard on her. You're right.
When aren't you too hard on your friends?
True.
We hold our friends to a high standard.
We do.
And they know that.
That's how it is. Honestly, a lot of times we hold our friends to higher standards than like our
Ourselves.
significant others.
Or ourselves.
Like yeah, but we love our friends so much. So
I feel like it's because like we know they deserve better, or we know that like they are better than that. Like some of my friends who smoke cigarettes, I'm always like, you guys are too pretty to smoke. Like, why would you smoke?
smoke. I will always talk shit to someone that smokes cigarettes.
100%. I also will. I'll con.
But I'm looking out.
Oh,
for
I've
them,
thrown.
though.
I have.
I'm looking out for them.
One time, Paige was smoking a cigarette on the balcony, or someone like gave her a smoke, and she only had that one left. And I literally snatched it out of her hand. And I threw it right off the balcony.
Am I supposed to beep that out or no?
I don't give a fuck.
Okay, that's fine.
She don't give a damn. She knows. She
It's
knows
just
what it is.
cigarettes. That's fine.
I'll always throw her cigarettes out. She knows. I'm coming for you and your smokes, bro.
I can't.
I don't give a damn. She should have quit a long time ago.
It's hard to quit smoking. You have to quit like 100 times. You're always an addict.
No, but the thing is, what's annoying is when people quit for months and then smoke again.
But
Why?
I get it, because it's like, let's say you're starting to go to the gym, you have a routine, you've been doing well for like 3 months, and then all of a sudden you fall off and it's done.
I don't think that's the same.
Have you started going to the gym since it's January and
First of all, that's what number one.
All right.
Number two, I'm going tonight. That's why I'm not wearing makeup and I am
Yep.
in sweats.
Yep. Which one? The one there?
On Queen Street.
Are you going with Alicia?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, and I was supposed to come, but I don't do Good Life anymore. Yeah. I have it. I still have it, but it's on hold. They still charge you $5 bi-weekly. And it's because I'm at Anytime Fitness now. That's a closer gym because I knew that I wouldn't be walking to the Rito Good Life in the wintertime. I should have registered for a 6-month membership instead of a 1 year because like I'm pretty sure I'll want to go back to Good Life in the summertime, but I think I'm just gonna cancel it because I don't know why I'm paying for $5 bi-weekly. But Anytime Fitness is hella ratchet. And that's not a personal dig because that's my gym. That's me right here. But
you know that
it's hella ratchet.
You know when you see the memes and it's like people starting the gym and it's like LA Fitness and they're all like doing crazy things.
Yes.
Like that's literally what you just made me think
No,
of.
but like it's not even people doing crazy workouts.
Like the gym itself
but
is
the
ratchet.
gym itself is so old and just
speaking of
nothing like. Oh wow, that's so crazy. Why would they be calling you?
Probably because I think I was
the payment didn't go through.
They wish the payment didn't go through. How dare you? Don't ever insult me like that on this podcast or anywhere again. How dare you? The payment fucking went through, okay?
Why are they calling you then?
Because can we talk about it after? Can we carry on with the episode? Damn.
People are going to the gym right now. Like, this is prime time
because
gym
with
time.
the membership that I got,
Yes.
it comes with like a 45-minute consultation with a personal trainer. I was supposed to go today. I forgot we were recording. I forgot to call and cancel. It's at 5 though, so I don't know why they're calling me now. But yeah, so
they're early. They're on their shit. See, Good Life is the superior gym. Oh, well, no, there's Mavati. Okay.
No one's paying for Mavati. We don't need your
Diana,
towels
it's funny
that
because
much.
Diana
like,
is
actually
doing Mavati. She re-signed up for Mavati because she got her
you know what? My
results.
mechanic also goes to Mavati, and he's been like
like they have the
consistent. He's been doing really well. Shout out to Bilal, the mechanic.
Is he back?
Yeah, he's back.
Okay.
I don't know if he's doing mechanic stuff, but he's back.
Whatever, I don't. Anyways. I was telling my sister how I found a gray hair. I actually found a gray hair the first time in 2020 because my boyfriend spotted it on my head. And it's in the front.
Well, I mean, he's tall as hell. So
I know.
Yeah, I'm sure he saw it. He had an aerial view of your
He had
scalp,
bird's eye view of my scalp. And so the second I saw it, I ripped it out. Like, I didn't even think about it. I ripped it out. And I don't know if it was because it meant something to me that I didn't like. It was already 2020. I had already
broken your ankle.
No, I already knew that I was on my way to 30, but like I don't know what it was. I did not like it and I ripped it out just to find out that you found one.
Yeah, I also found a gray hair, the first one in 2020 or 2021.
Which means you had a gray hair
and it was
after I did, and you're older than me.
Right here.
That's exactly where mine
is. And I pulled that motherfucker right out. I literally got my tiniest tweezers, took it from the root, and I pulled it out.
See, you're precise. I didn't take it from. I just pulled it out, so I'm pretty sure I like broke the.
You probably broke it, and it just kept growing.
And now it's growing, and now it's there, and my boyfriend's just like, why don't you just leave it? And I'm like, okay, if it doesn't get in my way, because right now I'm parted in the middle. I have a middle part, so it's not where it is. But when I do a right part, it's there.
No, mine's like right here. Yeah, right here on this side, right there.
I don't know what it is, but
I'm starting to have gray hair.
Mom's
been having it.
Yeah, she's had gray hairs for a while now. Stop this nonsense. Also, I told you that I'm restocking my makeup because now that we're doing so I'm not like a everyday makeup user.
Me neither.
You are not. I am not.
Makeup's too expensive.
It is very expensive and
every day, bruh.
And I'm also just lazy. I don't like putting on makeup every day because I know that I wouldn't take it off every day. And it depends. Like, so I started doing this because I do look ratchet.
So you don't wash your makeup off all the time?
Okay, this is
Because
what
I feel like you skated past that.
This is what I mean by this.
Really
Okay,
quickly.
So if I'm going to work, because I go into work twice a week, I put makeup on, but my makeup consists of doing my eyebrows and putting mascara on. So I don't care if I fall asleep in that makeup. Now, if I were to put foundation on, then like you need to take your makeup off unless you literally like passed out because you're like blackout drunk or some shit. I don't know. So
I guess fair mascara and
but mascara is the worst not to take off because then you look like a raccoon the next day.
I mean, I don't know that life. I don't really wear mascara.
Exactly, because today I was putting my makeup on and I was just like, oh, what mascara do you? Oh, she has eyelash extensions, so she doesn't. And if I was not living within my means, I would.
I'm living within my means.
Listen. I don't know what your expenses are. Okay, well, I kind of do, but in my budget, I think I could sacrifice not having eyelash extensions to save like $80.
Okay, I sacrificed my sanity and my nails.
But that's the thing. You have one like.
Not sacrificing my lashes.
Did you do your nails or did you get them professionally done?
I just got them painted. That's
okay, because for me, when you have your nails done, they're like long.
Yeah,
exactly. But they are done. They're nice. They're painted.
Yeah, they're painted.
But to me, like but then why even spend the money for your nails if you already spend the money for your lashes and they're not long? Excuse me.
I only spend like $25 to get them painted.
Okay, then that's not bad.
Because I suck at painting my nails. And if I don't paint them, I'm going to eat them. And I'm trying not to chew my nails.
Right. You chew your
bite your nails. I started getting my nails done because I didn't want to bite my nails anymore. And when there's like nail polish or shellac on it, it makes me not bite them.
I've never been a nail biter, so I don't understand. But
can't relate.
I feel for you because isn't that like an anxious, like Diana does that all the time. I see her all
the time. So I am a very anxious person. I'm just really good at like not
having your discrete coping mechanisms. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I'm just good at masking my anxiety. Like I'm not someone who's like out loud about like when I'm feeling anxious. I kind of just don't say anything. But
isn't that the best thing to do?
I don't know. Some people are like, oh my God, I have so much anxiety. I'm so anxious. Like they feel like the need to repeat it. But I just kind of like don't say anything. But then like I'll like my leg will shake manifests. Or I'll bite my nails.
The leg shake?
Yeah, or like I get fidgety. Like I just like it's just I don't know. So the best way to stop biting them was to get them painted.
Okay, that makes sense. So you actually don't bite them when you get them painted, or do you actually still bite?
No, do they look bitten? They're good. No, I don't bite them.
They look good.
Yeah, no, I don't bite them when I paint them. That's why I started.
Yeah, well, I wish I could get my nails done, but I could, but I just don't want to spend the money on it. And also, yeah, it's just not necessary. I don't need to be doing that. But for stocking my makeup.
Okay, so you won't get your nails done, but you'll restock your makeup?
No, but that's the thing. When you restock your makeup, you have to do it. If you're on a budget, you have to do it strategically because obviously if you go to Sephora and you restock everything, like it's like $1,000 bill.
Yeah, fair.
And I'm slowly trying to restock everything because like I was saying, I want to start wearing, like kind of making myself up daily, not like full-blown foundation, but maybe like just a little bit of concealer, some eyebrows, and mascara because I look crazy at home. And it's not like, and I grew up looking crazy at home. Who cares? You're with your family. But I have to realize like I'm living with my boyfriend. And it actually took me a while to understand that like when I didn't live with him, I would do my makeup to go see him. But then when I lived with him, I didn't do anything.
Because people don't do their makeup and sit in their house.
I understand, but I also work from home. So, like, I'm home all the time, and usually if I would go to work or if we go out, whatever, like, I look decent.
But now you go into the office twice a week.
And now I go into the office twice a week, but I need to put more of an effort in my look. That's what I'm trying to say.
This is exactly why I get my lashes done, because I don't have the energy.
And that's why I understand the lashes, like, because it actually changes your look, and it makes, like, it's an enhancement.
It looks like you're wearing falsies or you have mascara on, but, like,
Okay, no, it doesn't look like you're wearing. It looks like
Oh,
you're
no.
wearing
Okay, well,
falsies.
okay, so I increased the length.
Yeah.
When I first got them done, it looked like I was just wearing like heavy mascara.
Okay.
But now, like, it definitely looks like I'm wearing falsies, but like it's just easier.
It's just easier. It's like having braids.
Mm.
You just wake up, your hair's ready. You're ready to go.
We're running a little late today.
Yeah, no, we go. Yeah, we do have to wrap it up. I'm sorry for people that are listening to it in their ear. And I always picture people like listening to this while they're at work or like chilling at home. And it actually is kind of weird to think that, because I hate my voice. I don't know if, I feel like most people hate their voices.
You know what's funny? Everyone says that we sound alike. I don't think we do.
I don't think we do, but I can see, especially on, if you're just listening to us.
No, I didn't
on
mean
the
just
phone.
on. Yeah, I meant like our family members get us confused all the time.
Because obviously we say some of the same things. Same with my boyfriend and his brother. Sometimes they sound the exact same, and they can even confuse their mom on the phone sometimes. So
I feel like we could.
It's hilarious.
But mom doesn't already know who we are, so.
You think that we could confuse mom? Maybe a little bit, just for like 2 minutes.
Definitely, I think we could. If I like made my voice a little bit higher, I definitely feel like I could. I just have I have a deeper voice than you, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like we could confuse her.
Yeah, we could definitely confuse her. We definitely didn't get through a lot of the topics, but whatever, we're catching up. I actually haven't seen her since the last time we recorded.
That's
so
true.
It's been a while.
I mean, we talked on the phone.
Yeah, we talk on the phone, obviously, but
I think we should just make it one long ass episode.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I need to edit too, and I'm sorry on Instagram if things don't look the best. I'm trying my hardest. And TikTok, I mean, TikTok is cool because you get a lot more views on TikTok than Instagram. And then YouTube, it's like once you make it on TikTok, then hopefully you can get some of your audience on YouTube, because the struggle is real. But thank you guys again, because you guys have been supporting us. We've been getting a lot of likes, comments on our episodes. Yes. Feedback is appreciated, obviously.
Keep the hatred to yourself.
I haven't seen any hate.
I mean, I haven't either. I saw one comment on TikTok, but I was like, I don't have the energy to address this.
Honestly, on TikTok, I'm not gonna lie, I'm just like, if you follow, I'll follow back. If you like, thank you so much.
Yeah.
But like I said at the beginning of the episode, follow us on TikTok, on Instagram, and on YouTube at SpicyTalesPodcast. And we are on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and wherever you get your podcasts.
And YouTube.
Thank you so much for listening to Spicy Tales with Stacy
and Kim.
And we'll
be back in 5.
Yeah.